Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And got a good one for you today because I am in Beverly Hills, California, and I'm on Rodeo Drive. I'm on arguably the richest retail shopping district in the world right now. And it's a beautiful day out. People are shopping, but I'm going to show you a couple things about how the rich, first of all, really aren't affected by certain things that you and I are affected by. And for those of you that have never seen this street before, it's nice. It's one of those things, you know, you've seen it on Pretty Woman, you've seen it in the movies, and it's insane at how expensive this street is. So much to cover in the economy worldwide. Before I get into it, please take a second. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget we have an email list. We had an email go out this last week. If you guys are on the list, check your spam filter. And also don't forget, if you want more access to me, there is a Patreon account you can sign up for to get more access to me. You know, I get a kick out of this, okay? The Louis Vuitton store, first of all, let's get into it right away. Look at this place, guys. Got a line of people, okay? You know, security's asking, what'd you buy? You know, are you on the list? La 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 la, okay? But, you know, let's go buy an $8,000 handbag, okay? You first, by the way, okay? So there's that. I'm gonna try to make this light. We're hearing so much from central banks from around the globe, and the most recent one is from the European Central Bank, who, you've got to understand how ridiculous what I'm about to tell you is. Christine Lagarde, who is the president of the European Central Bank, two things came out about her. Okay? You guys check out all the cars. You got the McLarens, the Corvettes, everything like that, and people, you know, just driving down the street to be seen. Okay? Burberry's got a line out the door. Okay? Now, first thing, Christine Lagarde, she comes out this week and says that they're going to have the European Central Bank meeting in the next few days, and she wants to stop dissension. She doesn't want anybody involved with the board that is going to have a negative opinion of the board. Now, think about that, guys. Think about a business where you can't say, hey, I don't agree with what we're doing. Anybody that disagrees with her and the board, they want to shut them up. They want them not to be seen. The Dior store, again, a line out the door, guys. Can't make this stuff up, okay? People waiting in line to spend a ton of money. So the European Central Bank has said that we have to do something about inflation and raise interest rates. Their goal is July. Now, think about that. In 3 months, a little over 3 months, they're going to raise interest rates to slow things down. How insane is that? What could happen in the next 90 days? Oh, here you go, guys. Look at this place, Phillies. How beautiful that spot is. In the middle of Rodeo Drive. Think about how expensive the rent would be for that. It'd be outrageous. I mean, look at this. So, guys, you got another one across the street from me, that beautiful building. But we're going to fix this by raising interest rates. Oh, here's a nice Rolls Royce wagon right in front of me. Again, how the other half, it's not the other half, guys, it's the 1%, how they live. So think about this. You cannot have any dissension in the board. Think about a business where, you know, you have a leader, okay? You have a president of the company and you got management and things like that. You know, there's certain times you get together and you say, hey, what are we doing? Let's work on this. Imagine never being able to do that. The European Central Bank wants no dissension. They want no differing opinions than what we're working on. But what they're working on is to fix things in July. Now, banking in general got a huge problem. The people waiting in line for Prada. It's nuts, guys. So No, I will not be waiting in line for you guys today. Japan, Bank of Japan, has huge problems right now. They're concerned about liquidations and bank runs and closures and the effect of what the yen's going to have on the world economy and if they lose that. So you can say, it's Japan, it's not America, we don't care. But you should care about all these banks and the delay of kicking the can down the road and how they're not actively fixing things, because inflation, which nobody wants to talk about, is going up on a weekly basis in a huge way. And the Gucci store, outside the Gucci store. So. Globally, banking is our biggest problem, our biggest weakness. The dollar, when it fails, which it will fail, and you're going to see bank runs like you've never seen. You know, it's really disturbing when you see people like Goldman Sachs announce the checking accounts, and then their employees come out and say things like, hey, we're concerned about money being taken out of our accounts. Look at this, guys. The Chanel store. They're adding 2 more stories to the Chanel store. That is crazy, guys. Cartier's huge. You got Dior across the street. You know, the Ferragamo store. Nobody is immune to this stuff right now, guys. Nobody. And the people that can shop out here, the people that can afford this, you know, maybe the people that just want to have, you know, a nice day out, trying to spend a little money. I think that it's wasteful, to say the least. But, you know, we're seeing so many problems with these banks right now that nobody wants to talk about. Nobody wants to look at it. The basketball player that has his bank accounts, 50 different bank accounts with $250,000 apiece, that guy's the smartest guy in the world. I'm gonna go up the street a little bit. People are out shopping, having a great time. You know, a lot of people don't want to admit that not every economic cycle is the same. And there are a lot of economists, a lot of people that believe that we never really hit the bottom after 2008. We never really had a right conclusion to 2008 and the years that followed. And I don't know if that's true or not, but wow, here's something that's amazing. First of all, look at the size of this place. It's empty. That's 2 stories. And then across the street, you've got Vera Wang that is right there. And then you've got 2 huge locations that are available. This is crazy. Now, European Central Bank, I started talking about them. They're going to taper their buying and slow things down in the coming weeks, and hopefully they'll start doing that by July. And again, all of this talk about fixing economies and fixing inflation in 90 days is meaningless. There's a man, Mark Fleming, who's the chief economist for First American Title, and he stepped forward and he says, listen, we need to look at the real estate market for what it is. Wow, another one, guys. I just caught this. I'm on Rodeo Drive, arguably the richest retail on the planet, and this is amazing. I wonder what a place like this would rent for. Look at this place. It's got its own elevator right in the center of the room. And again, right at a Pretty Woman, guys, where you've got beautiful retail that was charging something. But let's get back to Mr. Fleming. Mr. Fleming said, hey, listen, when it comes to real estate, you can't compare 2020 and 2021 to what's happened in the past. You have to go back to 2019 and you have to erase those 2 years. How insane is that? there's a problem, Mr. Fleming, in that houses went up 30% in those 2 years. So for you to sit there and discount that and act like that's not a big deal, you're an idiot, to say the least. And again, buy a house, guys, with our title company, use our title insurance. What a criminal act that is. So this imbecile doesn't want you to look at things like the current market value of a house being 30% higher than it is. Everywhere that you have residential real estate, it is at an all-time high right now. And I had somebody that wrote me today and said, listen, I've got everything. Why should I not buy a house? And again, tell me why I shouldn't do this. And I just said, listen, I'm going to give you the advice that I would give, my family member, my brother, or even my idiot neighbor that I didn't like. I'd give him this advice. Do you really need a house that bad? You really want to buy at the top of the market? Just look at history. Don't listen to me. I'm not going to give you financial advice, and I'm not giving you financial advice in this channel. Go out and look at history. Look what history has done. If you don't want to think that this is a problem right now and things are going to get dramatically worse, you're kidding yourself. Now, again, guys, in my lifetime, in all the years of driving up here and walking around and poking my head into stores and things like that, I have never seen this many vacancies up here. Ever. Okay? Now, Dijon. You got the Armani store across the street. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay? It's just a great place to shop. But, man, to see vacancies here, that's crazy. It's nuts. But let's listen to the man from First American and go out and buy a house. All these guys are rip up and down the street. I love it. Yes, we hear you. So, all these central banks with their plan delay, slow down, we're going to do it. Don't worry, we're going to fix your inflation. They have no control how to fix inflation. In front of Max Mara right now. The thing that blows me away up here that you have to look at is the retail that is shuttered right now. This place looks like a big vault. How cool. What a beautiful spot. And again, Santa Monica Boulevard, right there. Let's go get a watch. This guy's strapped, Yves Saint Laurent. I mean, think about it. Sunglasses that are $2,000 to get a pair of sunglasses. To go buy a bag that's $8,000, don't run me over, chap. It's insane. So, we're gonna hit the other side of the street, guys. But look at this place. Whole block. Done. Done to rule, guys. Never in my life have I seen this. Celine from Paris. Again, guys, look at the shoes, okay? Not walking in the stores to look at women's shoes, no matter how much you guys want. But maybe $2,000 for a pair of shoes. And then the Ralph Lauren store. A lot more to cover, guys. Outside the Armani store. You want to see a $5,000 leather coat? There you go. Just what everybody needs. Okay, you'd look great in it, by the way. Some Elon Musk news. First things first was something we told you last week that we knew was going to happen, was he has come up with the financing, the $46.5 billion, which there was never a doubt, not in my mind, that this guy was going to do this, because I'm telling you, this guy could buy anything he wants. He could have a Tesla store here on Rodeo Drive if he wanted to. He could do whatever he wants. And there's that. So, you know, Twitter board is now considering the takeover offer more seriously. Yeah, I bet they are. So don't be surprised if it goes up a few bucks from 54.20 to something a little higher, but I don't see it going to 60 or anything like that. I would be shocked if it went too much higher, but a few bucks higher, I could see that the Twitter board would say face. Now, here's something fascinating. This story is below about Tesla. Think about what I'm about to tell you. 100% of the Tesla vehicles that have been shipped and sold to the public have been under recall at one point or another. Think about that. 100% of the vehicles have had a recall. MCM. There's the other place. The Vera Wang's up there. Here's the Chanel store they're working on. And again, across the street, there's that big location that's available. Think about this. Could you imagine who would buy a car? Hey, you know, 100% of those cars have been under recall at one point. Anybody else, if it wasn't this guy, you would have the, there's no way the guy would sell cars. So, crazy, okay? We did something for the Patreon group this last week. Patreon reached out and wanted to talk about grants, and I had certain Patreon members that wanted some input on that. These little side streets off Rodeo Drive aren't the main drag, but they service really nice stores as well. So here's the thing. In this video, you're going to have a bunch of grants. There's a bunch of new $10,000 grants that are coming out to municipalities and to cities and different things, to start businesses, to run a business. You have to look at what your needs are. Is it for you personally? Is it for your business? You know, there's a grant program for everything. And again, people, I don't want a handout. It's not a handout, guys. You know, I know people that have gotten a lot of money from grants. It's not an easy way to get money. You've got to fill out the applications. You've got to qualify. If you qualify, there's the Cartier store, by the way. So if you qualify, then you can get this free money for your business, for your home. But there's grants to start a business. There's grants to pay your bills. There are grants to the Dior store, Philippe, Rolex. You can pretty much get a grant for anything. Fix your house up, fix your business up, repair your house. You know, there's a lot of cool things that are out there. I've got a bunch of links. They'll be in the video description below. Spend some time. But understand, it's just not, hey, I want you to throw me free money. It doesn't work that way. You've got to reach out to these places and apply, and they will give you the money from that. So good luck to you guys, and get on those right away, because they do fill up, and not everybody gets the money and all that stuff. But it's absolutely a great way to get money so many different ways. Her friend, her parents, very elderly, were broke because of medical bills, couldn't afford to pay their high utility bills. She got different programs from the county that are available, that are around the country. They paid her electric bill for, I think, almost 6 months. I said it was 3 originally. She said, no, Dan, they did it for almost 6 months. So again, all these beautiful spots. There's another one of that buildings available across the street. Here's another one right here. Look at this location, guys. How insane is this? Look at this dynamite spot. What do you think they sold here? Watches, ties, something that didn't sell in this economy. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. But I have never seen the retail like this ever. Since coming down here, since I was a kid, and again, the day took me to where I ended up here. But share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. This is the state of retail. This is where it's at. You know, do you have to have a retail location to sell your product or your merchandise right now? Can you do it from a website? Can you do it online? Are you saying you're wrong? Look at this. Let me walk in just for a second before they throw me out. Look at how the merchandise is just laid out like that. Isn't that crazy? Okay. Do you have super skinny jeans? Come on. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Valentino. Tega Venata. Dolce & Gabbana. I mean, let's face it, guys. It's fun to watch this stuff. This is lunacy right now when you see some places with lines out in front, some places completely dead. But I don't think it's that busy right now, okay? So let me know what you guys think about this. Yeah. I parked on Beverly, which is one street away from Rodeo Drive, and you can't help all the retail that is available here on Beverly as well, guys. This is something you never saw, ever. There's another great article in the video description below talking about how are their interest rates affecting real estate. Read it, it's great because it's talking about how, you know, people that have their loans already approved, those people are more appealing to a seller than somebody that doesn't have it. And also, you're going to see people that are not going to be able to afford the house that they're buying. And again, there's so much more than just the principal and interest. You've got the maintenance on a home, you've got the insurance, you've got the taxes, you've got everything that's involved with the home purchase, and people just don't want to look at that. It's kind of cool. They got the diagonal crosswalk with everybody crossing. But then you've got 2 Rodeo Drive that you've seen in the movies a bunch of times. They filmed so many movies up there. A couple things they're talking about as far as finances, and that is 2 things. Gold, they're talking about how gold is going to spike right now and do a bounce technically above $2,000. So what do you guys think about that? You know, I love the gold and gold mining stocks. There's that. And the final thing is they showed a chart with what the average person should have in their 401k when they're in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. And I thought, wow, this is really high. So in your 40s, you should have like 160, 252 in your 50s, and 264 in your 60s. Thousands of dollars, guys. So share your thoughts on this stuff, guys, if you think that that seems high, because it seemed high to me. But let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Just again, a quick video today. Please do not forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Share this with everybody. Don't forget the email list is below. You can sign up with that link. Jimmy Choo, guys. And also Patreon. If you guys want more access to me, sign up for Patreon. But we are going to live in very tumultuous times. The end of this month is going to be absolutely crazy. You may see more than one video a day from me right now, guys, because of breaking news and things like that. So stock market goes down 1,000 points to finish last week, and we're supposed to act like everything's normal. It's not. You know it's not. Prepare. Pay your bills off. Do the smart thing. Hope you guys enjoyed Rodeo Drive. Okay?